Breaking news! The nation is on edge tonight as the White House issues a dire warning that could impact millions of Americans. Tensions are running high in Washington, and the stakes have never been higher. The White House has just issued a chilling warning that is sending shockwaves through the country. With the threat of a government shutdown looming, officials are sounding the alarm about the very real possibility of mass firings and furloughs. Prepare for mass firings if the government shuts down. Federal agencies are being told to brace for the worst-case scenario, and the uncertainty is already taking a toll on workers and their families. But what does this mean for federal workers, the economy, and everyday Americans? Let's dive in and break down the real-life consequences of a government shutdown, beyond the headlines and political drama. The White House is bracing for a possible shutdown that could trigger chaos across the country. From the halls of power in Washington to small towns and big cities, the ripple effects could be felt everywhere. Officials are telling federal agencies to prepare for furloughs, meaning hundreds of thousands of workers could be sent home without pay. These are the people who keep our government running, from processing passports to maintaining national parks. If the shutdown happens, essential services like airport security and border patrol will keep running, but often with skeleton crews and mounting stress. Many other government functions, however, will grind to a halt, leaving Americans without critical services. National parks could close their gates, leaving families and tourists stranded. Tax refunds could be delayed, causing financial headaches for millions. Even paychecks for troops and federal workers could be frozen, adding to the anxiety and uncertainty. The impact doesn't stop with government employees. Small businesses that rely on federal contracts or government customers could see their revenue dry up. Local economies, especially in towns with large federal workforces, could take a major hit. So why is this happening? The answer lies in the halls of Congress, where a bitter political battle is playing out. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are locked in a standoff over spending. The debate is fierce, with both sides refusing to budge on key issues, and the deadline to fund the government is fast approaching. Democrats and Republicans are pointing fingers, blaming each other for the impasse. If they cannot reach a deal, the shutdown could be just days away, and the consequences will be felt far beyond the walls of Congress. For everyday people, this is not just political drama. It is real life, with real consequences. Families are glued to the news, wondering how they'll pay their bills or put food on the table if paychecks stop coming. Imagine not knowing when your next paycheck will arrive, or having to choose between paying rent or groceries. The stress and anxiety are mounting for thousands of families across the country. That is the reality for thousands of federal workers if a shutdown drags on. Many are already dipping into savings, cutting back on expenses, and bracing for tough times ahead. Shutdowns can last days or even weeks. The uncertainty makes it impossible for families to plan, and the longer it goes on, the deeper the impact. The longest shutdown in U.S. history lasted 35 days, from late 2018 into early 2019. During that time, hundreds of thousands of workers missed paychecks, and vital services were disrupted nationwide. Some families had to turn to food banks or take out loans just to get by. The effects of a shutdown ripple through communities, touching lives in ways that go far beyond politics. This time, the White House says the risks are even higher, warning Americans to brace for mass uncertainty. The message is clear: no one is immune from the fallout. So, will the government shut down and trigger mass firings? Or will lawmakers strike a last-minute deal to keep the country running? The answer could come down to the wire. Stay tuned, because the clock is ticking. Every minute counts, and the decisions made in the next few days will shape the lives of millions. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking updates. We'll keep you informed as this high-stakes drama unfolds.